Hello everybody. Welcome on in. I'm Orion. We are back with some more, yet another zombie survivors. Today we're going to do another kind of full bleed build, except we're going to focus on a few different things. So today what we're going to do is we're going to run the Ghost as our main character. And for the Ghost, we're mainly going to focus on our weapon. We're not going to do our abilities as much. We're going to mainly focus on picking up weapon damage for this character. So any sort of military training upgrade, we're going to probably pick up weapons. We're going to run the tank. In the tank, we're going to focus mainly on abilities. So the tank doesn't do slashing, bleeding really, but he has a couple good abilities that are. So we're going to run the saw blades as kind of his main ability, and then we're going to run the minefield, and the minefield is going to do shrapnel damage at its final evolution. And then our last character, we're going to run the medic, and the medic is going to we're going to do sort of a full frost build on the medic. And one of the reasons we're running this combo is because they have pretty good synergies together. So if we look at the tank is going to be with medic. Fury Unleashed also now increases health regeneration. Then if we run the medic, explosions have a chance, the medic and ghost, explosions have a chance to fire shurikens as well. And then if we go to the ghost, with medic, heals 1 HP for every zombie killed by ghost. So they have really good synergies between these three, and I think it should be a relatively decent build. We'll do a frost slashing type build with a combination of a little bit of ability damage and weapon damage on our ghost. So let's start off with the ghost. We'll do isolated city, endless difficulty. We're gonna run health points here. We're gonna run slashing damage. We're gonna run weapon cooldown reduction, and then ability cooldown reduction. Then we're gonna run the regeneration. So we should be, I would imagine, pretty hard to kill here. At least that's the hope. The game has been stuttering a little bit for me too since this morning. I don't know if it's gonna be an issue or not, so we'll see. Okay, let's go with the shurikens. Are honestly, they're a really bad ability right now, but I'm gonna take them early game so I can get them out of the way and I can get all the slashing tags on them. So that's gonna be really. Oh, did they change kunai? Kunai used to be kinetic. It's slashing now. Well, look at that. That makes this build even better. Okay, well then let's go. Well, we'll keep going with shurikens for now. I guess that means I'll kind of focus on kunai too. Kunai used to be, just the other day, kunai was a kinetic spell, but now they changed it to slashing for the public update. Cool. Okay, let's do, I guess we'll do a little mix of both then. We'll do kind of all his abilities. So I've been playing on the public or the private beta for a while, and they just released the public one, and they did some updates. They updated some of the items. They nerfed bleed, so slashing builds aren't as strong anymore. Bleed was incredibly strong, where you were doing absolutely insane tick damage on bosses sometimes, because if we look up here, if you look at the very bottom, the +10, each bleeding tick has a chance to proc open wound effect, which makes bleeding deal 5 times more damage. So you were procking that for like almost 100k damage sometimes, and it was just one-shotting bosses. So they nerfed the scaling rate on that. Okay, let's do kunai again then. I'm glad to see kunai's slashing ability now. Okay, so we're gonna do weapon damage. Yeah, let's do weapon damage. And we'll do that on, well, I guess we can only do it on the ghost because we only have one character right now. All right, let's do kinetic slashing explosive damage. That's gonna hurt ice a little bit. If we decide it hurts it too much, we can switch it out, but the 40% kinetic and slashing will be good, because when we pick up the tank, he'll be doing a lot of kinetic damage with his weapon. Okay, so we'll take the tank. Yeah, we'll just take the tank now, because I want to get saw blades going. Saw blades is kind of the main skill that we're gonna do here now. That's one of the few skills we haven't really focused on a lot, and it's really good. It's the cogwheels is a really cool damaging, high damage ability here. So we're also kind of doing what I guess sort of a close range build here too, huh? All right, let's do saw blades again. So the saw blades, they rotate around you, dealing slashing damage. Each time we pick it up, we're gonna pick up an extra saw blade, and then the final evolution. This one has some pretty cool evolutions. One of them is you can turn your saw blades into ice and fire, which isn't horrible, but it's not amazing. But then the best one is the cogwheels, where it does basically two sets of, it does an inner circle and an outer circle. So we're gonna do this right here. There's now an additional row of saw blades circling around. So now we get 6 saw blades on an inner and outer row. So it's gonna be pretty good damage with this. So we'll put on whenever we get, whenever we get the military trainings and we get some ability damage or something, we'll put it on the tank. We're not gonna need ability duration or anything, because the cogwheels are always up. So we can really just focus on damage for that. Okay, and then we'll do minefield too. And we'll get minefield's gonna be explosive for now, but we can get it to do shrapnel damage, which will give it a little bit. See, that guy just got dropped pretty quick there too. Okay, let's focus on the bleeding ones for right now. Okay, and then this one we're gonna do Scouter for sure. So Scouter, weapon attacks on full health enemies are now critical. Okay, let's do ability damage, and we'll put that on the tank. Okay, we're not gonna do cyanide. We've done that a bunch, even though I do think it is the better ability. Let's run something different here. Let's do minefield again. We'll run the explosive one this time. Okay, I'm actually gonna liberate this. Okay, so yeah, we'll run the micro bombs. Kunais now explode on impact. Let's see how those compare, because let's see how those compare to the cyanide ones. Okay, and I'm just taking shurikens for the tag. Okay, I guess we'll just take Boomerang. I don't really care which one we take because I think the ability's broken and doesn't work either way. We'll do Minefield. I don't know why I was so content on running towards that health down there. A lot of health on the ground right now. 5 health cuts. Okay, let's do minefield. I want to get the bleeding tag items too. We can do... Let's do this one, the crab. When damage dealt against the full health enemy... When a damage dealt against the full health enemy is a critical hit, the final is is half time higher. That pairs incredibly well with this. Since we already have the scouter, we might as well take the crab. Okay, let's do weapon critical chance. Oh, we could do cooldown reduction too on the ghost. No, let's do critical chance. And we'll put that on the ghost. Okay, then we're gonna do shrapnel, so this is where it's gonna switch into slashing. So drops fragmented mines that deal additional slashing damage. Alright, let's do... I guess out of these we'll do Fury Unleashed. Do shotgun. I don't think we'll take the medic yet still. Let's do Fury Unleashed. I think we'll sit on these for a little bit here. Let's get... We don't need the medic yet. The medic's kind of the last priority here. Let's get these two guys maxed out a little bit. If we were struggling more, then I would take the medic, but we're not for now. The difficulty spikes in this game are ridiculous too, because for right now, in terms of the difficulty settings, the other maps are incredibly hard. I can sometimes barely survive 10 minutes. On this map, I can survive about 30-ish. But then when we up the difficulty, even upping the difficulty changes it a lot. So we're still not quite there yet. I'm almost working on getting all my character stats maxed out, and I think that will help a lot, especially with, because the biggest struggle sometimes is the early game, and that's because I don't have a lot of my early game weapons leveled up. I mostly have the abilities and the late game weapons. So I think that'll help a lot once we start getting those maxed out. Okay, we'll do Katana Slash. And then the final, the main meta tree, that takes, man, that takes so long to level up now. Well, I guess not so long, but they added so much to it. I think I'm around 150 now, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to be close to 200 to max out the whole tree. It's definitely a lot more grinding. That's not a bad thing, it's just, you know, it's just more grinding. Okay, we'll do Wind Cutter. I guess I'm big into Wind Cutter now for some reason. It does seem to do a good amount of damage. Okay, we'll go Shotgun. Go Wind Cutter. Okay, we'll do the pump action. Man, we've been getting some really good items here. So of course we're going to take this ability one. Because that pairs with the other item we have that, so these all kind of pair super well together. Weapon attacks on full health now do crit. Abilities on full health enemies now crit. And then when a damage against a full health enemy is crit, so this doesn't specify weapon or ability, so it's just damage. So now abilities are going to do the same thing. I don't even think I've had to re-roll any items, have I? We've just gotten all these, some of the top tier ones in the game right now. Okay, let's do one more Liberate. We'll do one more Liberate, and then we'll pick up the Medic next round. So at this point, since we have all these, we might as well just try to get the solar panel too, so we can reduce our abilities, the ability cooldown. Okay, we'll go Wind Cutter, max that out. Okay, let's do weapon cooldown reduction. I think we need another magnet here soon. So some of these items they did nerf since the pub private, specifically these ones. So the effect can now only trigger once per 0.2 seconds. So before it was unlimited. That was one of the balance changes they did to some of these really OP items. So let's go for the solar panel then, if we can find it. We're gonna... No, I'm not gonna banish any of these. Let's just re-roll. Okay, we're gonna banish this one though. Probably banish that one too next. Let's do another reroll though. Slingshot is okay, but we don't really have a lot of injured. Fortunately, we just saw that. Let's do one more reroll. Okay, we'll probably take mod chip. Hack the system to allow critical hits to give a stacking buff of 0.5 weapon cooldown reduction and weapon attack speed. That'll be fine. Nothing else here is that appealing. Mod chip's good though. So you can see how often it stacks over there on the right hand side. every little time it flashes, it's adding to it. I wish it would say the number though. You know, put a little number on it to see how high our stack is. It's probably always gonna be well, I guess it wouldn't be maxed out because the duration isn't gonna last forever. But right now it's weapon at 3.5 weapon attack speed, so yeah, so it only lasts for a second. So once we get the minigun, that'll make it a little bit better too. Okay, let's do Fury Unleashed. Do Fury Unleashed again. Let's see. So we can do, there's a couple things here that we can do. We have a couple options for Fury Unleashed. There's cooperation. Ability is now shared between all survivors. Bonus is increased by 20%. So now we're going to split the damage, attack speed, and cooldown reduction among all our characters, which is really cool. Or we could do the one where the other evolution for this is it's active all the time, but the stats are less, and it still only works for the tank. But if you recall from earlier, we have a synergy with the medic where this ability also gives us health regeneration. So it could be, I think we're gonna, I don't want to go like overkill on health regeneration, so I think we will take cooperation, but that's a really good synergy to have it activated all the time, and then you're always going to get that additional health regen. But I do like the idea of putting some of the stats onto my ghost, especially like the weapon cooldown reduction and attack damage. So okay, and at this point, the next time, if the medic shows up here, we'll pick her. Okay, there she is. I don't like how it does this too. You see how I move through and the medic kind of always stays in the forefront? It makes it a little confusing sometimes when you're picking an ability or spell, so you really have to make sure that you're on the right one. Okay, let's go with medical drone because I want to get this. I want to get the medical drone maxed out. There's a lot of stuff on the medic I want to get maxed out too. I want to start maxing out the ice stuff. I don't necessarily care about the damage, because I know we do have that minus 10% damage on them, but to pick up for the extra slashing, I mostly care about the status effect of freezing them. That's kind of the main thing, because we're kind of a closer range build here, and I would love to have the enemies frozen and just sitting in my close range attacks for a lot of the time. A little bit of that'll change when we get minigun, but alright, we're gonna just skip these. I don't really, at this point, the only thing I think I really want to see is solar panel. So let's skip these for now. Let's save the rerolls for a little bit in case I need them for... Okay, let's do experiment 21. Do stim pack. I was streaming, so if you weren't there, I actually did a live stream the other night. There was a bug that was making these enemies unkillable sometimes. It apparently isn't here anymore, which I'm thankful for. I don't know what was triggering it, but the horde would slowly grow of unkillable zombies, where they couldn't hurt you, but you couldn't hurt them. And it was really frustrating though, because your attacks and abilities would focus on them all the time. It made it so hard. Even though they couldn't hurt you, you couldn't hurt them, but they would always just ruin your abilities. Alright, let's do... We could do ability critical chance. We'll put that on tank. Okay, so let's check what our bleeding stuff is right now. So we have a 40% chance to apply bleed on enemy hit. They receive 10, 5, and 2% damage based on enemy type. So I think what would happen before is the bleed where it says receives 10, 5, and 2. I think that used to scale also. And so I think they nerfed it so it doesn't scale up the more slashing you put on. But now we still have that each bleeding tick has a chance to proc open wound, which makes it deal 5 times more damage. Alright, well there's solar panel. Weapon critical hits have a 50% chance to reduce cooldowns of every ability by 0.1 second. Oh, this got changed too. Gives a 15% chance. So they actually specified it. Nuts and Bolts said it used to say gives a chance, but now it's a 15% chance to reduce its cooldown by half. That's not too bad. The only thing is, what do I want to replace though? I guess I could replace the bleeding. Because I think the bleed... I mean, the effect is good, but I kind of feel that they might die quick enough. Or we could do this one too. Yeah, let's actually replace mod. Because that doesn't... Well, the attack speed and cooldown reduction is pretty good, but let's do the reduce abilities here. Okay, and then let's push for the minigun now. Okay, let's do medical drone. Medical drone again. We're gonna get medical drone to healing. That's why I didn't go with the Fury Unleashed healing, because we'll still get healing from it. It's just not gonna be permanent. But I think we're gonna get enough healing, I hope. You only really need the healing for, I guess, early to mid game, because I think at some point, once the game gets too hard, you're just dead. Okay, let's do weapon crit chance. No. Let's do ability. No, man. Because I'm thinking that I should probably put it on the tank now, the crit chance, because... No, we'll just put it on the ghost. Ghost is our supposedly main weapon specialist, so let's just see how this goes. Okay, there's the minigun. See, but the reason I wanted to put it on the tank was because of the minigun, so he could land more crits and trigger our abilities more often. But it doesn't matter, because every full health enemy is going to be landing crits anyways, and then I think we'll have a good amount of crits here. Let's definitely not take any of these. The frozen one would be okay, but we're just gonna roll with. All right, we'll go minigun again. Again. And then let's max out minigun. So, alright, minigun's done for. I think at this point now we need to focus on the medic stuff. I want to start getting her frost abilities now. do... I want to get the medical drone, but I'm going to switch over to this so I can start getting frost, because the healing feels a little less important at the moment. Doing pretty good so far without taking a lot of damage. Okay, let's do ability damage. Put that on the tank. See, now at this point, since we're skipping everything, this is where I would like to see some sort of bonuses. I don't know how they would do it. I don't think they even want to do it. There is an item where if you do skip, you do get bonus, but you have to take an item for it. I think it would be cool though, you know, if instead maybe you just got a military training point or I don't know, something like that. Nothing huge, just one military training point. Okay, let's do, okay, on these we'll do medical drone, and then for the medical drone, we're gonna take the healing one. Okay, let's do... I actually don't think I want any of these ones. Let's re-roll these. And then let's do... let's do the weapon critical damage. Okay, so this is what we're going to take. We're going to do the medical drone, now switches to healing only, so we're going to get really good health regeneration, and it's also going to block damage once every 30 seconds. The other one is it switches to attack mode only. You get way less health regeneration, but it does way more damage. But I don't know if the damage... I know they buffed the damage recently, but I still don't think it's probably worth it. I think the healing one is just really beneficial. And we're gonna start getting, once we get experiment 21 leveled up, we'll finally start getting a frost ability here. Okay, I guess let's do handgun. Let's see if we can get that going up a little bit too. Ice glass. Okay, so here we go. Grenades are now ice only, so let's go with that one. Let's just skip these. Guess we'll take resuscitate here. So before the bleed effect, sometimes you'll see the bosses. Sometimes you'll see the bosses drop kind of quick, their health. Before, they would literally be, he'd be dead by now. They would just eat one tick for 100,000 damage and they'd be dead. It was so overpowered. Alright, let's do weapon damage on the ghost. I mean, so far this is going pretty well, and we don't even have our medic stuff going, really. Only 6 minutes into it. Okay, let's do stim pack here then. Okay, we'll do syringe gun. Let's move this up to the flask. Our ice grenades don't really seem to be doing too much here. Can't really tell what they're doing, to be honest. Our health regeneration is pretty nice, because we are starting to get hit now. You can see that they're definitely starting to move in on us. But our health regen just kind of pops up to full. We have quite a lot of synergy here. Okay, let's do stim pack. Stim pack's gonna give us more healing too. Or we could take the armor. Maybe we take the armor for the stim pack. The stim pack can either heal 10% of your health or it can give you 100 armor. I think we'll try that. Increases... So, here it is. It additionally restores 10% of your total health points. Or you can additionally increase armor by 100 for its duration. Let's try that. Let's do the 100 armor. I need a magnet. There's way too much XP. Oh, there is a magnet. Okay, let's go get the magnet. Let's do ability crit chance on the tank. Alright, we'll do syringe. Syringe. And I mean, I'm purposely avoiding some abilities because they don't fit the build I'm going for, like bombing strike. Just haven't taken that yet. That'll be last. And pulsar will be last. Be the last things we upgrade. Stretcher is pretty good, but we're not gonna take that one either. It does a lot of health regeneration. We'll just skip these. Like I said, I think we're pretty set on our items. We're just gonna stick with what we have. Let's do resuscitation. I guess we could pick Hollow Ghost up. After we do once we max out the rest of these medic abilities, we'll take Hollow Ghost next for the taunting. I still need to get my weapon too. I still need to get Ice Glass. So my health regeneration is pretty insane right now. And it could have been better too. Okay, we're almost to Ice Flask. Okay, Antidote Flask, no. Let's do Resuscitation. Okay, let's do weapon cooldown reduction on the Ghost. Freezing Blast. Alright, none of these again. I want to see. So health regeneration, how is it? our health regeneration says it's at 389 per second. How is it that high? That I was trying to wonder how we got to full health all the time so quickly. What would do that? There's no way. The healing drone doesn't. The healing drone. So let's kind of look at what we have here. There's the synergies. So we can't calculate exactly what the synergies are doing. The healing drone only offers 12. And the synergies are where the rest of our health regeneration is coming from. So I'm not sure why it's at 300. I want to see what okay, so right now it's 394, and that's with Fury Unleashed on. And then it's wait. Now it's 399, okay. The world may never know. Go Freezing Flask. I'm still trying to think how we have such a high percentage. So 404. 40. Like, why does it goes up after once I get rid of Fury Unleashed, it goes up. No, see now it goes, it's like we're gaining. It's like we're constantly gaining health regeneration. Something is constantly giving me extra health regeneration. That's permanently adding to my number. So that's 100% a glitch here. I think every time something activates, it's permanently adding to my health regeneration versus just being there for a duration, you know? So say every time Fury Unleashed activates, say it's supposed to just give me 10 extra healing, it's basically doing that as a permanent upgrade. It's not doing it just as a temporary upgrade, it's doing it as a permanent upgrade. I was catching on to that as soon as I said, like, oh wow, our health regeneration is insane, because we would just instantly heal to full health every time, and I was so curious why, and then I see that we have massive health regeneration. Like, I was kind of thinking it was just some of our items triggering, or the ghost killing enemies. Every time the ghost kills an enemy, you gain health. So things like that could add up to regenerating health relatively quick, but it's definitely glitched, see, because now we're at 439. I don't know if that's a glitch or if that's how... I'll have to reread some of the abilities. But I mean, I was just under the assumption that it would just give you a temporary boost, but we're definitely getting permanent boosts here. So at this point, we'll just run for a little bit more, since, I don't know, we kind of broke the game, because I do think this is broken. Okay, let's do the Hoarder. Because basically, the only way we might die is if I either run into a Horde or if we get one shot. I think our health regeneration might be fast enough to survive through a lot of this. Maybe not. It does regenerate super quick though. Yeah, I think we would definitely be dead by now if it wasn't for for this unlimited life regeneration. So now it's at 464. After this, I kind of want to reread. Once we die here, I want to reread what the synergies are to make sure that it's not supposed to permanently add to life regeneration. Because I doubt it, because that doesn't seem right. So what are we at now? 484. But the more I'm playing, the more I realize that I don't think we're unkillable here. Because our damage is definitely not that high. Okay, let's do Hollow Ghost. Alright, we could get even more health regeneration here. We're just... just stick with what we have. We're already broken enough. I mean, yeah, I still don't think, yeah, this definitely still isn't an unkillable build. It's definitely not unkillable, so I do think they can kill us at some point here. I guess it just depends. At some point, they're going to be able to three-shot me, I guess. I don't know how many hits they need to take to kill me here with how quickly we will regenerate. I kind of want to do that weapon critical chance. Let's go with the abilities, though. Let's go with Hollow Ghost. I'm just gonna kind of carelessly run through everything and see what happens here. Because at this point, the build is pretty much complete. And if this isn't a bug, then we should be dead by now. So we're kind of at the point to where we either broke the game and we should be dead, or I don't know what else. Let's do Pulsar. Or we found an incredibly good build that gives us a ton of life regeneration. And we just keep going until we die. So we're over 529 now. Hollow Ghost. Yeah, 534. Yeah, look how quickly our health drops down though when we get hit. If we get hit a couple times in a row, we could definitely be done for. This would be, if we would, I wish we would, if I would have known this, we would have went dodge. I think dodge would have been really good with this. Get a high dodge rate going. Okay, we'll get rid of those. Not take any of those. With Hollow Ghost, we're gonna do the frozen one since we kind of already have frozen stuff anyways. So we're probably close to 600 now, right? 575. Okay, so let's do the Hollow Ghost Sub-Zero. So now it's gonna freeze enemies along its path. Yeah, we'll just run through everything and see what happens here. Once we get to the 45-minute mark, if we're still alive, then I think that's when we'll just kind of stand there and let ourselves go. I don't know. I am really curious to see how far we can take this broken build, though. Do skip Pulsar. So I almost died there, and then bam, just back up to full. let's do Pulsar again. It's so bad. We're almost dying here. I mean, they're gonna get me soon. Okay, we'll do ability damage on the tank. Do Pulsar. Oh, we only got one level up there, huh? Okay, let's do Unstoppable to push the enemies away. We're gonna have Resuscitate too. Oh, there's the revive. Wow, that was quick. Okay, let's do weapon cooldown. That was a heavy hit right there. So what are we at? We're at 634 right now though. But yeah, we're not gonna be able to avoid those big hits. I don't know what it was that hit me there, but that was a big one. Must have been an elite or something. It's funny, even with this insane health regeneration, we're still not going to be officially unkillable. And it's only 42 minutes. They definitely scaled up the game a lot to make it so you can't do these like 5-hour runs anymore. Let's do weapon damage on the ghost again. I don't even know why I get the crates. Skip. Ooh, ooh. Oh, we have Resuscitate back up though. Resuscitate's back up. Guess we'll just go bombing strike. Oh, that was the level up. I thought it was the SOS. All right, bombing strike. There we at 700 now. 689. It's gonna be a while till I was thinking, I wonder if we could last long enough to get to 2100 per second, but I don't think we last that long, because then that would mean we would get a full heal. So the only thing that could kind of kill us is a one hit. but I don't think we last that long. Do bombing. I mean, I'm trying to get killed. I'm just kind of casually just running through the horde. Oh, that's a revive. Yeah, man, that damage, sometimes they hit hard. That wasn't too surprising, though, because I think I was at about half health when they killed me. But now let's see if we can last long enough again for our resuscitate to go off. Oh, ooh. This is getting close. That was two super close calls. What are we at? 739? Now halfway to resuscitate. I'm trying to find a way out, but they don't give you a way out. Oh, that's so close. No, it's so close. Come on. It's like right there. Come on, resuscitate, just pop back up. There it goes. Finally. Felt like it was right there on the brink forever. Okay, let's go with... Let's re-roll these. Okay, then we'll go with critical chance. Oh, there's that. There's the revive. We'll do weapon critical damage on the ghost. See, I don't like these new level ups. I'm not a big fan of these. I would rather it have be smaller numbers, but have it be global. Because now it makes it really hard to get the things you want to get on a specific character. I'm very wary about our chances of surviving till our next oh, that's it. We done. We done. Oh man, so what was our final? Can I see our final? We were at 774 health regeneration at the end there. Okay, so Kunai did 10,000. Windcutter did 13,000. Hollow Ghost did 7,300. 6,600 for experiment. Weapons didn't do anything, and then tank 16,000. So that was definitely the best weapon here, or ability. The saw blade drones. So that was pretty good. That's what I was expecting here, because we didn't really build into... we put all the ability damage into him, and then we put all the weapon damage into Windcutter. So what did Minigun do? Minigun only did 3,900? That's way lower than I was expecting it to be. This is actually pretty high. That was higher than I thought it would be. Especially since we had minus 10% ice damage with this thing. But yeah, 16,000 right there. That's pretty good. 10,000, 13,000. Pretty satisfying build. Let's take a look though, because there's nothing that should have given us this much health regeneration. So let's go back to the main menu and read what those synergies exactly do. So, tank Fury Unleashed now also increases health regeneration. So that's, I'm not sure if that's what was permanently triggering it or not, but it could be, because it does say Fury Unleashed now also increases health regeneration. I don't know, the wording on that could be a little skewed, but it should say like Fury Unleashed now also increases health regeneration while active versus just increasing it, because that's kind of what I'm thinking did it. I'm thinking anytime Fury Unleashed was activated, it would permanently increase my health regeneration. Let's see what else. The medic explosions now of it. No, see, that doesn't do anything. And then the ghost has heals 1 HP for every zombie killed by ghost, so that shouldn't do it either. So the only thing I can think that would do it is this synergy right here. This might have been permanently increasing my health regeneration, which is definitely a possibility. Or maybe, let's see what else could have been doing it. I guess we can't see what they do here, but the medical drone maybe, but I don't think so. Yeah, the only thing I can really think of is this tank one, but that's it. Yeah, so I don't know if that's intended or not. I would imagine it's not, but even if it was intended, it's not like we were unkillable. We still actually died only at like the 45-50 minute mark, which isn't that insane. So I don't know. I couldn't imagine it's intended, but who knows. So there we go, everybody. Yet another zombie survivor with our bleed build, which did get significantly nerfed, but it is still pretty good. Hard to tell exactly how good it is without knowing if that was a bug or not, but there we go. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please like, subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.